Hi guys, this is the channel where we talk about toys, gadgets, wristwatches, and all the things that men like to collect. Today we are going to do a review of the SaberForge Lightsaber. Welcome to Timberwolf's Den. Okay guys, before we talk about the lightsaber, let's first do a wristwatch check. Today I'm wearing my Omega Seamaster from 1957. This watch was actually featured in one of my earlier videos, the one where I did a review and unboxing of the Fortis Fortissimo. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's talk about this lightsaber. Now, if you're on Facebook and Instagram a lot, you would have seen some ads talking about a really high-end, very realistic-looking lightsaber that you can get for $40 or even $30. Do not be fooled. There's a lot of discussion going on right now on the web about how all of those ads are actually fakes, and the product you actually get looks nothing at all like what you see in the videos. Now, Slick NJ, which is the video you're looking at right now, did actually a video on exactly what he got. And as you can see in the video, it doesn't look anything like the video earlier. Now, that is not the kind of company we are talking about today. Today, we are talking about SaberForge, a company based out of the US in Portland, Oregon. They are, in my opinion, one of the best manufacturers right now of high-end lightsabers. All of their stuff is handmade, made of high-grade material like aircraft quality aluminum, very, very high watt LEDs, so the blade of the lightsabers are super bright. And they have some amazing sound cards, very, very realistic sounding sound effects that come with each one of these lightsabers, very responsive to movement. I love that SaberForge's motto is never stop improving, and that's exactly what they do. This particular model is actually a few years old now, and if you bought one of these lightsabers today, I'm sure you would find that it's already much improved from the one we are going to take a close look at today. This particular configuration of lightsaber is referred to on the website as the Emerald Knight. And that's because in its original form, it's actually got a green blade. As you can see in this one from the LED light here, I've opted for a blue blade. Now, that is a good segue to talk about how all of these lightsabers are extremely customizable, and that's because the construction of each one of these lightsabers is actually modular. So you can actually swap out different components of it. For example, the upper part of the pommel here, the handle, the lower part, etc., and combine them with different other parts to really create your own unique lightsaber, even though the website already offers a number of different preset configurations. Now, I believe this particular model, the Emerald Knight, is actually based on the lightsaber of a character in Star Wars Legends. And it is made to resemble the handle of a swoop bike, right? Or you can see that if you grip that here, you can sort of imagine how this is the end of what used to be part of the handlebars of a swoop bike. In terms of dimensions, this lightsaber is about 11.5 inches in length, or just about 28 centimeters. So this port here is where you recharge the lightsaber. So it recharges the lithium battery that comes inside the lightsaber. So it does not use disposable lightsabers, unlike some of the toy lightsabers that you might find in an ordinary toy store. This particular lightsaber comes with what is referred to as the Viridian soundboard. And that means that you have light side lightsaber sound effects. Again, in newer models, there are all kinds of different soundboard configurations, light side, dark side, different humming noises, different clashing or impact noises, different sounds when you move the blade. And so I'd recommend that you really take a look at the website and figure out by looking at all the different options and listening to the different options, which one best represents what you feel you want your lightsaber to sound like. Finally, one thing that I'll show you here at the pommel is that this is actually the part where you insert the blade. So you've got these little knobs here that you can turn yourself, but there's also one extra safety little screw here which you use an Allen wrench for. This bit at the end comes out, and then your actual blade comes in here, and then you can retighten that just to make sure that the blade is held securely in place. Now I think it's important to get some reference here. So I just wanted to do a quick comparison of this. This is the Master Replica Anakin Skywalker lightsaber. I bought this, I think, in 2005. Now, as you can see, it also looks pretty good, although a couple of things that I should point out. The Master Replica ones, at least the ones that were sold in 2005, are partially made of metal only, and there's actually a lot of plastic in here. This blade isn't nearly as tough as the blades that come with the Saber Forge lightsabers. But the other thing also is that this is a mass-produced lightsaber, right? These are sold in toy stores, and hence, it's got proper packaging in terms of the box and everything. Now, the Saber Forge lightsaber will not come in a fancy box like this. It will arrive in something closer to something like this, a very generic box. But that's because the Saber Forge lightsabers, as I mentioned, are all handmade. They're made in a small shop. They are not mass production items, and every single piece is custom made. So that's why you don't get the same kind of packaging. And to be honest, the packaging doesn't really matter anyway. What matters is the lightsaber itself. Now, as you can see, one of the options is this system that allows you to attach it to your belt. Now, that little thing here is designed based on what they actually use in the movies. So again, another element that makes these lightsabers super accurate. Anyway, at this point, I think you're sick of hearing me talk, and what you really want to know is how the lightsaber looks and performs when it's actually up and running. So I'm going to do that, and thanks to the power of editing, I shall use the Force first to turn off the lights. As you can see, the lightsaber responds when you spin it around, and it also makes additional sounds when you crash it against something. So it's super responsive, and there's a lot of customization options available, so that you can adjust the sensitivity, you can adjust even the frequency of the flicker on the lightsaber blade. You can also adjust how responsive it is to crashes and impacts. So overall, in conclusion, I'd say the Saber Forge lightsabers give you the most in terms of choices when it comes to the physical appearance of the lightsaber, when it comes to length of blade, when it comes to blade colors, and when it comes to the customizations around whether you want light side, dark side sounds to go with your lightsaber. So overall, I'd say this is probably the maximum amount of customization as you can get for a replica lightsaber. Now, with all the customizations, with all the different options, it's not too hard to run into, like, say, over $350 to $400 on one of these lightsabers. So that alone means that it's not for everybody. You'd have to be a true Star Wars fan, I guess, to want to get one of these. But if you are and you really have been dreaming of getting a lightsaber, you have to choose the Saber Forge, because I just cannot imagine how much better it gets than what these guys have to offer. Okay guys, that's it for today's video. Please remember to give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so that you'll be notified of future videos. I'd love to see you come back for future videos, and please take a look at all the other videos I've done up until now. Until then, Timberwolf out. There are a lot of people complaining right now about how what you actually get looks nothing like